So welcome back everyone. I am doing a makeup video today. So if you want to see how I've put together the look I'm wearing today and what I think about it, then stick around. Right then, my lovelies, today we've got a bit of a treat. I have got a couple of samples from Eldridge. These are the Seamless Skin Enhancing Tint, which many of you have recommended. And Eldridge's team have looked at my selfies, and these are the colours that they have estimated are going to be the best match for me. So we've got here 6.5 and 6. So I haven't opened these yet. So let us take a look and see whether we have a match with either of these tint shades. Okay, yeah, they put the number on the bottom of the bottle, so that's good. Right, we've got T6 here. Let's look up what the descriptions are for these tint shades. So T6, it says, is a neutral undertone, and T6.5 interestingly is a neutral golden undertone. So let's take a look at these two tints and see how they look. This is 6. I'll just put that on the back of my hand. There's not a lot in here, I don't think, so have to be careful with it. Right, so that is T6. That looks like a fairly good match at this point, but let's try 6.5. Interesting, they've sent me a neutral golden undertone. So that bottom one there, that is the 6.5. Interesting, isn't it? My face is looking a little bit pink on camera today, but let's take a look. I'm going to swipe these two together and see what we think. Okay, so I think that's the more golden one, and that's the, is that right? Yeah, that looks like the golden one, and that looks like the more neutral one. Let's take a look in my mirror. Okay, I think the more neutral one is looking like a better match. As is always the case, that golden one is looking a little bit yellow on my skin tone. I don't know what it is about my skin. People always think I'm a little bit golden. But I'm really not. So yeah, that is looking like a much better match. So that was the T6. So let's go ahead and use the T6 today. Right, let's just remove anything that's already on here. Right, so we've got T6 to try. It's not very much in here, so we're probably only going to get a couple of applications out of this. Today I'm going to use this Boots number 7 flat foundation brush. I feel like that's going to be the best bet with our skin tint, and in fact that tiny drop has disappeared into the brush, so let's see if we can actually get any application of makeup with this brush actually. Yeah, that's going on really nicely, but that drop has completely disappeared, so let's see if we can get any more out of the bottle. Very kind of them to send out samples, but beware, the samples are quite small. So that's the first time I've opened it, and it looks like I might get just one application out of that bottle, although it looks like it's going to be much more, but maybe if I tip it on its end it will last a bit longer, but it doesn't look like it's going to go very far, certainly using a brush. In fact I'm really struggling to get a full face out of this. Goodness me, I feel like I've reached the end of my sample already. Oh gosh, yeah, that's it, that's all we've got. All seems to have disappeared into the brush. I don't know if I can stand that on its end at all, maybe see if I can get a drop more out. At the moment can't really see anything. It looks like it's a really nice skin tint, but it's just disappeared. That little sample has sort of disappeared, probably into the brush as much as anything. Oh, I can feel a little bit more coming out the brush now. I think I had it on the wrong side. But yeah, there's very little makeup actually coming out of this sample, is there? Okay, well that's interesting. So T6 looks like it's quite a good match to me. So if I go ahead and buy one of the skin tints, I will go ahead and buy the T6. They have also sent me samples of foundation shades, the two between the two that I bought. I think if you've watched my last video, you'll know I bought, I think it was the 9 and the 12. So they have also sent me the 10 and the 11 to try, which we'll try in a another video sometime soon. But for today, yeah, the T6 is looking pretty seamless, like she says, seamless skin. Not seeing an awful lot of makeup coming out of that at all, but looks very nice and very natural. I've just got a couple more drops out of it from turning it upside down. Let's see if we can apply that as well. There we go, got a bit more application down on my cheeks now. Okay, there we go. That's what we've got for today. Right, so what am I going to use next? I think I'm going to do a little bit of contouring actually. I've got this Rare Beauty contour. We've used this before, and let me try and find my contour brush. So this is my BK Beauty Nicola Rose N18 contour brush. So let's do some contouring. I am very much moving away from bronzing actually, so I'm going to be carrying on using a little bit of contour, but you're not gonna, I don't think you're going to see me using a lot of bronzer in future. I think I might have put too much on there now, because of my skin tone. I don't think putting bronzer on is terribly flattering, and so I'm going to go with a nice cool contour for contouring, and then we're going to focus more on blushes and I guess other ways of introducing colour into the face, and see how we get on with that. I love this contour brush. It's really makes a huge difference, and it's really great actually with this hair. I can just brush it directly into my hairline, and actually let's put some on the brows as well. Okay, so I think this brush gives the most natural looking contour that I've ever done. I'm really pleased with that, and actually quite like this Rare Beauty contour as well. My eyes are not too great at the moment, so forgive me if I do make a mess, because it looks good to my eye, but my eyes are not doing too good at the moment. The other product I want to try on my eyes is this Armani eye tint. This is the eye tint. I don't know what shade this is actually. 56S. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so I bought this from Look Fantastic. It's the Armani eye tint, and this is in the shade 56S, which is mahogany, and we're gonna try this on the eyes today. Like I said, I'm kind of a bit experimental at the moment. To go with the hair, we obviously are trying lots of new things out at the moment. I'm going to use my finger. I'm just going to dab a tiny amount and then see how this blends out onto the eye. I'm moving kind of into I think a bit of a new makeup era actually, and certainly with this hair style at the moment, I think it calls for a slightly different approach to makeup. Don't think I want to be doing my makeup in the way that you see a lot of people online doing it, because I just don't think that's going to work with this kind of slightly edgy aesthetic that we've got going on today. So I've smudged that mahogany all over my eyes. Quite nice, quite a purpley colour. It's funny, mahogany, you'd think it would be slightly more reddish, but it's actually quite a nice purple shade. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that's not bad, is it? I think let's blend that with my new blushes. So I've actually got a couple of Yves Saint Laurent blushes to try, and let's see, I think I bought these in the same shop. So we have got this one, which is in Baby Doll Pink 42. Nice pretty pink shade there. And this one is Spicy Berry 83, so deeper berry tone, sort of in keeping with the eyes. Now let's see, how should we go about this? I've got this kind of loose brush. This is a Morphe with Arial. I don't know what number this is. Let's go in with the pink one first of all, but I do want to use the purple and see how that looks with this eyeshadow. Right, let's give this baby doll pink a go. Perhaps we put it high up as though it's sort of like a highlighter shade. That is looking a little bit powdery, I think. I've heard people complain about this before, and particularly in that it's not very good for deep complexions because it's got this sort of white powdery quality to it. It's, again, it's looking a bit white and powdery even on my fairly pale skin. So that's sort of interesting. I don't know who is going to really get on with this shade, with it being quite so white and chalky. Probably someone with very, very pale complexion. Might work up on the eyes though to enhance the eye area a little. Okay, that is interesting. I think it's working for me more like a highlighter than a blush. I think I'm going to do better with this deeper purple one, Spicy Berry. So let's try giving this one a go. Again, I'm going to use this same loose brush because I don't want to apply too much. Let's see. And it kind of looks like it's quite a good match with the eyeshadow, which is good because I kind of bought them together with that in mind. Oh, that's looking a bit mad, isn't it? Look at it. This is a bit disappointing. So this is where I think, oh, that looks awful. This is where I think colour analysis is completely letting me down at this point, because I've supposedly got a cool summer complexion and these berry shades should be, let's see if we can make it work, should be the most flattering, but they are looking a bit like they're clashing with my slightly deep skin, aren't they? I'm not sure this is doing me a lot of favours. Maybe if we find a nice lip to match and put some black mascara on, maybe we can retrieve it, but I'm not sure how I feel about this look at the moment. It's looking a bit crazy, isn't it? I mean, it's sort of okay. I can kind of get away with crazy with this hair, but it's not really the look I was going for. Okay. Right, delving in my mascara bag of tricks, I'm going to give this one a go again. This is the Urban Decay Perversion, and I think this might be the waterproof version. Waterproof volume and length mascara. I'm just going to go in with this, and then if we have to build up with some eyeliner, I will do that after, but I just want to see what the mascara on its own looks like. And I'm not happy about this blush. It's looking rather odd. I rather like how this mascara is going on. I've got to say I probably won't enjoy it when it comes to taking it off, because waterproof mascara can be a bit difficult to remove, and I'm not sure I even have any mascara remover around actually, so that's going to be fun later on trying to get this off. But it's actually applying really quite nicely, and I rather like this sort of look without any eyeliner, just a little bit of eyeshadow and then some thick mascara, looking obviously for a sort of slightly edgier look today. Not overdone though. I don't want lots of like eyeliner and all of that, because that's not necessarily most flattering on me. But I like the black mascara. I think that looks good. I have got this Yves Saint Laurent lipstick, and I'm going to show it to you, but I don't think that's going to cut it today. I think we might have to get another lip liner out. Let me see what shade this is. This is Yves Saint Laurent Love Shine Candy Glow Lip Balm in Lavender Blaze. So it's not bad actually. I quite like it. Remember, it is a lip balm rather than a lipstick, and it's Lavender Blaze, so it's kind of designed to go with these other things that I've all bought in sort of a lavendery and berry tones. This is not a terrible look. Maybe it will grow on me through the course of the day, but I'm not not sure about this colour, whether it tones with my slightly olivey skin or not. I think that will do us for today. It's a sort of pared down, slightly minimalist makeup look to go with my crazy new hair. But yeah, let me know what you think of these purples. I am unsure. I rather like them. Anyway, let me know what you think. Good to be back to the makeup. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, stay curious, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.